Hey, good morning, church. As we've been wrapping up Freeway, one of the things I wanted to talk about was getting real, because that's kind of what Freeway has been all about, is just getting real with God and with the people in your group. And so I want to take you to Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, and starting in chapter 21, verse 3, what's happening, and I'll kind of set this up for you, is Isaiah was chosen by God to deliver a message to the people of Israel. And God set them up for this incredible future. And Isaiah is feeling the weight of that. And it actually says that he has this intense vision and is overwhelmed. And this is this very crucial moment for Isaiah. And basically, this verse describes Isaiah's feelings. So he says, "My stomach sinks, my gut churns with pain." It says he can hardly bear the news, and he can't. There's just so much agony, and he's so depressed in this moment. And that's all in verse 3. And I know a lot of times when I get challenged in life, or when I feel like God's asked me to do something really big and it seems really hard and I don't feel up to the task, what happens is I start masking my pain with just humor. I'm not really being real with people, and I'm trying to put on this facade that, like, I'm okay, but actually what's happening in the background of my life is complete chaos, and I don't feel up to the task, or I don't feel like I can accomplish what God's said that I can accomplish through his help and through his strength. And so I love Isaiah's response, and it almost even still feels like, man, I'm totally incapable. And honestly, that's okay to recognize, because without Christ's strength, like, we are incapable, and we need his strength on a daily basis. And so Isaiah, this is later on in the book, and this is in chapter 49, verses 3 through 4. It says, "He," and this is God saying, "said to me, 'You are my servant Israel, and you will bring me glory.' And then Isaiah replies, 'But my work seems so useless. I have spent my strength for nothing and to do no purpose.'" So Isaiah feels like, still, man, I'm really struggling in this moment. But I love the word "yet" in the Bible, or sometimes it even says in other translations "but." We call them the big buts in the Bible. It says, "Yet I leave it all in the Lord's hands. I will trust God for my reward." And I think just something I've been processing is, like, man, what are the things that are out of my control? But also, what are the things in the areas of life where I maybe feel like I have to take control and almost define my own capability, when in reality, man, there's pain there. There's frustration, and there's just all this insecurity that I'm dealing with in that area. And what I need to do is take that to God. But most of the time, what's challenging to me is I don't, and I just try and deal with it on my own. And a lot of times, if you deal with something on your own, there will be an outcome. But I'm challenging and reminding myself on a daily basis, like, what's God's best? At the end of the day, how can I get real with the people around me and with God most importantly, and search out God's best for my life? And I feel like that's what really Freeway has been about. And as we've wrapped up groups, I just want to encourage you to keep going and really continue to be real with that community that you've built. I know a lot of groups are actually just have said, "Hey, we're not quitting. We're going to keep meeting." And so, church, I love you guys. Keep being real. Keep pressing into your faith. Keep getting real with God on a daily basis. And we'll see you very, very soon. God bless you guys.